Christmas for many is a happy time of year, and I can understand why. I was a kid once and I used to love it too, but now I don't much care for it. I'm 37 years old, I'm not happy with how life turned out for me, and I thought I was getting close once, but I'm not married and probably never will be. Frankly, Christmas is just a day that reminds me of what I don't have, instead of making me appreciate what I do. And honestly, the cold weather just depresses my already melancholic temperament. For us lonely people, Christmas is a day of dread, not joy. So I don't want to watch heartwarming slop around the holidays. I want something dark that reflects my mood. Okay, I promise I'm done whining now. Black Christmas is a small, low-budget film from '74, in the slasher movie's early days, that is sometimes falsely considered the first true slasher movie. More than many others, it reflects the saying, standing the test of time. It was done by Bob Clark, who was a young filmmaker who would eventually make another holiday film called Christmas Story. The film came and went without a fuss. It was a flop, and very few saw it at the time. It seemed to be destined to be forgotten, but over the years, people watched the film and it inspired them. In fact, there's a really great film made that in the early stages was conceived as a sequel to the film. Maybe you've heard of it. The film inspired movies like Scream with its emphasis on disturbing phone calls, and the killer's point of view shot inspired future slashers like Halloween and the Friday the 13th series. Today, the film is considered a horror classic. Billy, the enigmatic killer in the film, is truly special. We really never get a good look at him. We don't know who he is or why he does what he does, and frankly, we really don't know a whole lot about him in general. And we never do. He attacks a sorority of babes during the Christmas holiday. The phone calls, especially the first one, when Billy starts spewing sexually disturbing lines in a crazy voice and oinks like a pig, are truly shocking. And the film is shot in a way that emphasizes the depressing cold of December. So what do I think of it? The film is clearly influential, and I more than any other respect its influence, especially because it influenced my favorite movie. But this is a film I have always respected more than I liked. The film was underrated in its time, but very much overrated today. In fact, there's some cynical hipsters who are tired of hearing about Halloween who like to say it's better. Well, they're stupid. Honestly, the beginning of the film is truly brilliant, but unfortunately the film is super slow moving and frankly boring at times, especially in the middle. Even though the chicks in the movie are nice to look at, they're not particularly likable. Olivia Hussey's character, the main character in particular, is super selfish and I don't like her at all. Though it's hard to be mad at her when she looks that hot. The kills are bloodless too, so don't expect kills to distract you from when nothing happens. And the film never really ends on a satisfactory note. In fact, it doesn't really end at all. It just kind of stops with no resolution. So in short, the film deserves respect for the better films it inspired, but I frankly don't enjoy it that much, so I'll give it a B. Maybe it's just a film that I don't get. It inspired 2 remakes. The first one was in 2006, and it was widely hated in its time, but it's starting to get respect lately, much like the original did. Now this film is a hoot. It's got a freaky backstory for Billy, and unlike the tame original, it's got buckets of blood and gore. Honestly, I always liked this film, even before it was fashionable. I would never say it was better than the original, but as far as entertainment is concerned, I have a lot more fun with this one. The 2019 one, well, that's a much, much different story. Okay, here's the thing. Do you like horror movies, cute dog videos, music including rock, rap, and classical, baseball, Star Wars, or DBZ? Well, come here to the Hillbilly Review channel, the only place you can find all that crap under one channel. Like and subscribe, I'm not too proud to beg. And if you only like one of those topics, go to one of my detailed playlists to find the topic you want. Let's get with it. Let's get to the elephant in the room. I hate this movie with a passion beyond words. Not only is it the worst remake of all time, seriously, it makes Psycho 98 look like the original Psycho in comparison, but it's simply one of the worst pieces of trash I have ever had the displeasure of seeing. First of all, it's not a real remake of the original. It's a separate piece of feminist propaganda that uses the classic film's title to trick people like me into watching a piece of crap we would never watch otherwise. The film is frankly just a woke propaganda film that has the subtlety of a sledgehammer to the nuts. Its whole message is women are awesome and men are all terrible people who hold them down in society. That's pretty much the whole plot. Frankly, I don't appreciate being called a sexist for an hour and a half when I'm not. But frankly, if all real women were like the hags in this film, I probably would be. I hate this movie, and what's worse, it's rated PG-13, so that means you don't have any good kills to distract you from the fact that it's trying to make you feel bad for imagined sins you didn't commit. And there's a weird supernatural angle that doesn't fit at all. And frankly, I'm sick of talking about this piece of crap. So bottom line, the original is a good film that I don't really get, and the first remake is a schlocky gem, and this sucks. Okay, one more thing. The recent remake, which everyone hates, is the best thing that ever happened to the 2006 film. It's just like how the crappy Disney Star Wars made us appreciate the prequels. People watched them and said, they're not any good because they're not as good as the original. And then they made a film that was truly abominable, and it made them say, hey, maybe it wasn't so bad after all. Have a Merry Christmas from us at the Hillbilly Review Channel. Let's get with it.